Today we're diving into one Bible passage that can completely change how you think about your finances. Matthew 20 verses 26-28. I'm talking about one single Bible passage that can revolutionize your finances and change your life. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. This is about building a foundation of wealth God's way. We're going to break down this passage, understand its principles, and most importantly, learn how to apply it to our lives. I'm talking practical steps, folks, no fluff here. Now, I know what you're thinking. A Bible verse that can change my financial life? Yes, 100%. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll see exactly how. You don't want to miss the golden nuggets of wisdom I'm about to drop. Are you ready? Let's dive in. First up, let's see what this passage is all about. It says, "Whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." Now, let's talk about what this really means. Jesus is saying if you want to be great, whether that's in life, business, or even with your finances, you need to focus on serving others. And this idea of service goes completely against what we normally think, right? We think that to succeed, you've got to climb the ladder, outdo the competition, or be the one in charge. But this passage flips that upside down. Greatness, real success, comes from serving. Now, how does this apply to your money? That's where things get really interesting. And this brings us to the first principle. Build wealth through service. Think about it, the most successful people in the world, they all serve others in some way. They provide a product, a service, they solve a problem, they add value to people's lives, and that, my friends, is the key. When you serve others, when you add value, you become indispensable. People are willing to pay for value. They're willing to invest in solutions, and that's how you build wealth, not by chasing dollars, but by serving people. It's like this. Imagine you're at a restaurant and you have two waiters. One is grumpy, forgets your order, and acts like you're bothering him. The other one is attentive, friendly, and goes the extra mile to make sure you have a great experience. Who are you more likely to tip generously? Exactly. You reward good service, and the same principle applies in every area of life. When you serve others well, when you go above and beyond, you create a ripple effect that comes back to you in amazing ways, including financially. So stop chasing money, folks. Start serving people. Find a need and fill it. Solve a problem, add value. That's the path to true wealth and fulfillment. The next principle is service creates value. Nobody gets rich by sitting around waiting for a handout. And let me tell you, the government isn't going to make you rich either. The world rewards value. You want to build wealth, you've got to create something of value. And how do you create value? By serving others. It's that simple. When you serve, you're giving something of yourself, your time, your talents, your energy to make someone else's life better. That's valuable. Think about the businesses that thrive. They're the ones that understand the power of service. They go the extra mile for their customers. They stand behind their products. They build relationships. They get that their success is directly tied to how well they serve others. And it's not just in business, folks. This principle applies to every area of life. Want a better marriage? Serve your spouse. Put their needs first. Want to be a better friend? Be there for them. Offer a listening ear. Lend a helping hand. Want a more fulfilling career? Find ways to add value. Go above and beyond what's expected. When you make serving others a priority, you become invaluable. People are drawn to you. Opportunities open up. Doors that were once closed suddenly swing wide open. So ask yourself, what are you offering the world? What value are you creating? How are you serving others? The answers to those questions hold the key to unlocking your financial potential. Now let's move to the next principle. Focus on impact, not just income. Listen, I know we live in a world that's obsessed with money. We're bombarded with messages that tell us we need more, more, more. But the truth is, real wealth isn't measured by the size of your bank account. It's measured by the impact you make on the world. This passage reminds us that our primary focus shouldn't be on how much money we can make, but on how we can use our gifts and talents to make a difference. It's about shifting our mindset from what's in it for me to how can I serve? When you focus on impact, on making a difference in the lives of others, something amazing happens. The money, it takes care of itself. It's like a byproduct of living a life of purpose and service. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who've truly made a difference in the world. Do you think they were primarily motivated by money? Or were they driven by a deep desire to serve others, to make the world a better place? I'm willing to bet it was the latter. When you serve others, it's not just about making money, it's about making a difference. The bigger the impact you can have, the more opportunities for financial growth will follow. Think of it this way. If you're only focused on chasing the next paycheck, you'll limit yourself. But if you're focused on how you can improve someone's life or solve a big problem, you'll open the door to bigger financial rewards. So shift your mindset from how much can I earn to how much value can I bring. The income will follow the impact. When you're passionate about something, when you're committed to making a difference, the money, it just seems to follow. It's a natural consequence of living a life that matters. So stop chasing dollars, folks. Chase impact. Find something you're passionate about, something that lights you up inside, and pour your heart and soul into it. Serve others, make a difference, and watch as the financial blessings flow. The next principle is about playing the long game. Jesus talks about serving others, and serving doesn't always bring immediate rewards. It's the same with your money. We live in a world that's obsessed with quick wins, but wealth isn't built overnight. Real success takes time. Think about it like planting seeds. You won't see results instantly, but if you keep watering those seeds, whether that's through investing, saving, or growing your skills, the harvest will come. Stop looking for quick money and start building something that lasts. This passage reminds us that lasting wealth isn't built overnight. It takes time, dedication, and a willingness to delay gratification. It's about playing the long game, folks, not chasing after every shiny object that comes along. Think about it like planting a garden. You don't plant a seed today and expect to harvest a bumper crop tomorrow, do you? No. You cultivate the soil, you plant the seeds, you water them, you weed the garden, and you patiently wait for them to grow. Building wealth is the same way. It takes consistent effort over time. It requires discipline, sacrifice, and a willingness to make short-term sacrifices for long-term rewards. The problem is we live in a world of shortcuts. We're bombarded with get-rich-quick schemes and promises of easy money. But let me tell you, folks, there's no elevator to success. You gotta take the stairs. So be patient, be consistent, stay focused on your goals. Don't get sidetracked by distractions or discouraged by setbacks. Remember, the greatest rewards in life are usually the ones that take the longest to achieve. The next principle is a big one: generosity. This passage is all about serving and giving, and one thing I've learned is that generosity breeds abundance. When you give, whether it's your time, money, or resources, it comes back to you. Think about the wealthiest people you know. A lot of them are incredibly generous. Why? Because they understand the principle that when you give, you create a flow of abundance in your life. So if you're looking to transform your finances, start by being generous. It might feel counterintuitive, especially when money is tight, but trust me, the more you give, the more you'll receive. This passage tells us that it's in giving that we receive. When we're generous with what we have, whether it's our time, our talents, or our financial resources, we open ourselves up to receiving even more in return. Think about it like this. When you water a plant, you're not losing water, you're helping it grow bigger and stronger, and the bigger and stronger the plant grows, the more fruit it produces. Generosity works the same way. When you're generous, you're not depleting your resources, you're creating an environment where abundance can flourish. You're sowing seeds that will eventually produce a harvest far greater than anything you could have imagined. Now, I'm not saying you should give away everything you own and live in poverty. That's not what this is about. It's about being intentional with our resources and understanding that when we're generous, we're not just helping others, we're helping ourselves. So find ways to be generous, folks. Give to causes you believe in, support your local community, help someone in need. You'll be amazed at how much you receive in return. Now let's talk about humility. This passage is all about being humble, and trust me, that's hard when we live in a world where everyone's trying to show off the latest car, the newest gadget, the biggest house. But here's the deal. Chasing after all that stuff will not only drain your bank account, but also put you on a path of endless comparison. It's easy to let money go to our heads, isn't it? We start making a little bit of money, and suddenly we think we're better than everyone else. We start looking down on those who have less than us. But this passage reminds us that true wealth isn't about arrogance or pride, it's about humility. It's about recognizing that everything we have is a gift, and that we are stewards, not owners, of our resources. Humility keeps us grounded. It helps us remember where we came from and to appreciate what we have. It prevents us from making foolish decisions based on greed or pride. When we're humble, we're open to learning. We're willing to ask for help when we need it. We're not afraid to admit our mistakes and learn from them. And that, my friends, is crucial for financial success, because let's face it, we're all going to make mistakes with money. We're going to make bad investments, we're going to overspend, we're going to make decisions we regret. But it's how we respond to those mistakes that determines our ultimate success. So, stay humble, folks. Remember that you're not better than anyone else, and that everyone has something to teach you. Be grateful for what you have, and always be willing to learn and grow. The next principle is to invest in relationships. You know, we often think of investments solely in terms of stocks, bonds, and real estate, but some of the most valuable investments you can make are in your relationships. This passage emphasizes the importance of community. of supporting one another, and of building strong, healthy relationships. And let me tell you, folks, this is just as crucial for your financial well-being as it is for your emotional and spiritual health. Think about it. Who are you more likely to do business with? Someone you trust and have a good relationship with, or a complete stranger? Who are you more likely to help? A friend in need or someone you barely know? Relationships matter, folks. They open doors to opportunities, provide support during challenging times, and create a network of trust and goodwill. And in the world of finance, your network is your net worth. So invest in your relationships, nurture them, cultivate them, and make them a priority. Get involved in your community, volunteer your time, and build genuine connections with the people around you. You'll be amazed at how those relationships will enrich your life, both personally and financially. This is one powerful Bible passage packed with timeless wisdom that can transform your finances and your life. Remember, it's not about chasing money, it's about serving others, adding value, and making a difference in the world. It's about shifting your focus from what's in it for me to how can I serve. Because when you live a life of purpose, generosity, and service, the financial blessings, they just seem to follow. So go out there and make an impact. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more life-changing content. Until next time, folks, keep on shining.